fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He gets it left side to Johnson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit!
Mayfield to throw it this time. And that's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, this is blocked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, look at this.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will get him one closer. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Hurdles over it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
He's got him in, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Detroit! Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Landry now on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. 1st down, Mayfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney! Gone!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Back to throw here. And that's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Watch it now, Barney.
Play fake. Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Detroit!
They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Right back to him on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw here on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Now he's flushed out left. Airing one out from, and this will be caught at the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second down, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Mayfield now on second down. That's Njoku over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And how about this? It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that is incomplete here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he is all the way up past the 25. Johnson, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Buying time to his left. He's going to win. They got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Back to throw now on 1st down. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Defensively, looks like they were thinking the same thing you were. You mentioned maybe being able to hit them with some screens, but they were ready.
Yeah, it's not just the guys who have the headsets on offense that do the thinking, right? They saw, they understood what...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
No, check, Patriots!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Browns, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the L.A. Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. They'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the